Joe, how do you feel about Evolution?
Like the show, the movie?
I guess just in general. I mean, pick Evolution. Give me your thoughts on it. Whether it be people, the movie, which it wasn't a great movie, but if you want to go with it, go for it. But just evolving in general.
Oh, in general, I think it's good.
Right?
It's good, mostly.
It has to happen, right?
Yeah, it's a natural process.
Right, and I think here, as far as like as this freaking show goes, I think we're moving forward into like an evolution, as we start looking at a new way of recording our shows.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right. So those of you who are listening, we're here on this freaking show. I am Travesty,
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
and over the last 6.5 years, we have used we used Skype majority of the time. There was another program we used for a short period. I can't remember what the hell it was. It was something you found, but like it recorded each of our voices separately.
Zencaster.
There we go. We used that for a brief period, and that was fine for a while. That's when we had editor Derek here to kind of do that for us, but Derek's no longer here with the podcast. So it's just us and everything. So we went back to Skype because it's easier. But you and I have been talking off air a lot about how you guys record Geekcast Live and how you guys use Discord. Mm-hmm. So I think eventually down, I'm not sure when, but at some point in this season, I think we're going to make the switch from Skype over to Discord.
Exciting.
Yeah, so I just gotta figure out how it works. I don't even know. I created a Freakin Studios Discord, literally like 10 minutes ago before we recorded.
Nice.
So,
I saw that.
yeah, we got one member, you. As soon as I figure out what we could use Discord for, we can start inviting more people and everything. I know our friends up in Canada, the World According to Fear and MDI have a Discord. Oh My Sophie, a cosplayer who's been on our show, is also has a Discord.
True.
And I'm sure a lot of our people do too. But I think we're going to move forward. We're going to evolve our show into a new editing, or not editing, but new recording kind of thing and shit. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm about it. I like it.
Right. Plus, fuck Skype. Oh,
amen.
Right. But we're not here to talk about all that. I just wanted to mention it. Something to open the show with. We're going to talk a little bit about some DC stuff. Obviously, the new release of the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson came out last Friday?
Was it last Friday? I don't even know.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I think it did. I don't know. I wasn't gonna watch it. I mean, it's fucking.
For some reason, I thought it was coming out this Friday.
It's Edward the Vampire fucking playing Batman.
Yeah.
So you also gotta keep in mind, Joe, that we do these shows a week ahead of time. So
no, that's true. I did forget about that.
It gets confusing after a while, right?
It does.
But it does come out on March 2nd. So when this show gets released, it's already out.
Oh.
Because we are recording this on March 1st. First day of Women's History Month, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
Amongst a bunch of different other celebrations of the month that we went over on the last episode. So me and Joe are going to talk about some of the actors who have played both in Marvel and DC. Cartoon Joe's going to give his opinion on which character was the best that the actor portrayed between the two. And then we're also going to recast all the actors who have portrayed Batman at one point or another, from Adam West all the way down to Robert Pattinson, and we're going to recast them as Marvel characters.
Excellent.
So, right? It's nice to give people a heads up on the idea of what we're going to do with this show. That way, if they want to be dicks and pass on this episode, well, then go ahead. Go play in traffic, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Or
take a long watch off a short cliff.
Right? Long walk off a short pier. Go lay face down in a puddle. Whatever you want to do if you don't want to listen to this show. It's on you. I would choose to listen.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because if I find out that somebody turned this show off and did some other stupid shit, if I found out about it, I would talk about it on the next episode. It's just who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Never trying to be a good guy. I don't want people to think I am. But we're going to do all that. We're going to talk about bringing stuff freaking back. New segment here on the show. I also want to run past an idea I have with you that I think is a moneymaker, and I'm worried about doing it on the air because somebody might steal it. But you know what? I think if I record it and it's said and somebody does end up doing it, I think I might be in the rights to sue them for stealing an idea, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But hopes that I could, anyways. Like I said, not a good guy. Now, Travis is a very bad man. If you listen to JFW, you would know that after I spent all this time bad mouthing and being mean to a fellow wrestling podcaster over like the past 3 months. It's amazing.
You turned heel?
You know what? It's hard to say because to some people I could be a heel. To some people I could be the guy who's just speaking the truth.
Oh, all right.
So it's really up to your own interpretation. I could quickly give you a synopsis of what has been happening, and you could tell me if I'm being a heel or not.
I don't know that I know enough about what that means.
Well, heel's a bad guy.
Yes, true.
So I will tell you a brief synopsis of what has happened, and then you could tell me if that's kind of heelish or not.
All right.
Cool. Okay. So I work a lot with a wrestling company known as Southland Championship Wrestling. It's here in Illinois. It's actually down in Kankakee County. And over the years, I've done a lot of interviews. I talked about them several times. There's been talks with me doing commentary, being involved in the shows. I'm a current general manager of one of their school shows and stuff that they do. A lot of stuff. All of a sudden, this new guy comes in called Steve. And he starts doing commentary, and he starts doing announcing, and he started interviewing fucking wrestlers, stuff that I was lined up to do.
Yeah, that's your job.
So, being the good man I am, I decided to talk shit about him on my show. Like, who is this guy to come take my fucking job? Why is SCW giving this guy all the opportunities I was entitled to?
Right.
Yada, yada, yada. So then he finds out about it. He starts talking to me on the show like, I didn't even know this guy was talking bad about me. I don't know what the big deal is. So I decided on the season premiere of the new season of JFW, I was going to portray him, as you will, on a spoof of his show on my show. I dressed up in a shirt and tie and wore sunglasses because that's what that idiot does on his show. And I just talked like him, like with his weird words like tomfoolery and kerfunkel or whatever, some stupid words that you haven't probably heard since like the 30s. Goofy shit. Right. So there's been a lot of back and forth. And then I had a couple people on my show doing some interviews, talking about some current events in the business. And one particular interview I had the guy on because there was a situation at a recent show that he got blamed for something that wasn't his fault. And Steve, one of the host of the other wrestling show, blamed him for it and said he screwed up, even though it came out that he didn't screw up. Steve did apologize. Make that clear. He did apologize. But the problem was that this particular guy wanted some time to tell his side of the story, to get his story out there. Now, Steve could have easily had him on his show, but he didn't. So out of the goodness of my heart, I had him on my show.
Yeah.
He told his story. We talked about how, Steve could have done it, but Steve didn't do it. So then Steve went ahead and had him on his next episode. And the entire time he did, all he kept doing was calling my show Podbean. Instead of saying JFW, he just kept saying Podbean. Like he thought it was funny. But it wasn't.
That's true.
So, yeah. So what I did is I took his hour-long segment, because the show was about an hour and 45 minutes, but the last 45 minutes didn't mean anything to me. It was that first hour where he tore down everything I did in my so-and-so career in the wrestling business. From my training back in the day, from my relationship with Elite Pro Wrestling, to my podcasting currently, to what I do. He tore all that apart in the first hour. So what I did is I took that hour and I played it over 3 episodes of JFW, and I answered and responded to everything he said that was incorrect.
Dang.
Yeah. So I tell you, am I a heel?
No, I don't think so.
No, absolutely not. He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's a wonderful world, the wrestling business is, Joe.
I believe that. Sounds
Right?
stressful though.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Because the thing is, like, the guy will say what he wants, like, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I don't care what people say about me. It's fine. People say whatever they want about me. He made some remark or comment on his episode, because I talk about how I trained for like 9 months, 12 years ago, whatever the fuck it was, and I couldn't commit to it. Work got in the way. I had to stop doing it. So he's like, oh well, apparently if you train 6 to 9 months in wrestling like a decade ago, it makes you somebody. I never once claimed to be anybody, because I trained a decade ago for like 9 months. But
Right.
he wanted to do it. He said it. And then there was one point where we were talking about Elite Pro, and he was making a comment about my guest about him being soft or something because he wanted to speak his mind and stuff. And he's like, Jesus, everyone from Elite Pro soft. So he called everyone from Elite Pro soft. But I told him, like, okay, well, your co-host on your show was an Elite Pro guy. Your 2 guests that you're going to have on next week are Elite Pro guys. And the guy you had on the following week is going to be an Elite Pro guy. So you're going to ask those Elite Pro people if they're soft. And then he came out and apologized for it, saying, I said it in jest,
Sure.
which is stupid. Just say you're trying to make a joke and it didn't fucking land,
Yeah.
So he had to apologize again. So the problem with the guy is he says a bunch of stupid shit ahead of time and then has to retract and apologize for it.
Yep.
Now the difference between that guy and me is I will say stupid shit all the time, but I won't apologize for it. Oh no. But to contradict myself, there is something I do gotta apologize for. Okay. So last week's episode, we were talking about CarterComics.com, and I'm going to get into our plug for our amazing sponsor, Carver Comics, here in a minute. But there's something that came to my attention last week that I need to correct and apologize for. When I kept saying that they made an error on their website where they made a title called Star Wars in reference to a Marvel comic.
Right.
It's not Star Wars. It was Stark Wars. Stark Wars. The comic was about Iron Man, obviously. So, quick apology. I am sorry that I said Carter Comics made an error. It was not. It was my goof up from not reading it clearly. So to Carter Comics, I do apologize. But the check cleared. So, well. Okay. Now, no, I talked to Doug over there, and I was like, hey, man, I think you got a typo on your website. He's like, where? And I sent him the picture of it. He's like, where's the typo? I'm like, it says Star Wars. He's like, it says Stark. I'm like, oh, there is a K. So I make mistakes, too. But,
Honest mistake. Honest mistake.
Yeah. I'm lovable, so it's okay to do so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So this episode of This Freakin' Show is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It is the best shop to go to get all your comic needs, anything from graded to raw. So if you're looking to build a comic collection, to continue on a comic collection, or even if you're looking for that one final book to complete a comic collection, check out Carter Comics today. Go to CarterComics.com, sign up for them. You can buy any comic on their website right now through the marketplace on their website. Or if you like, you go on to any 4 of their eBay accounts, which are all listed on the main page of CarterComics.com. But if you go ahead and buy from their website today, use the promo code FREAKNET, that's FREAKNET at checkout. You'll save 10% on your entire order of CarterComics.com. Now, here's the cool thing about Carter Comics. And, yeah, maybe I should kind of check this out before I say this, but I'm pretty sure I'm like 90% correct. One thing I can tell about most promo codes is if you go out and use a promo code at any place, 9 times out of 10, you use that promo code once, you can no longer use it again.
Right.
Carter Comics isn't like that. You can use our promo code on every order that you make.
Nice.
That's where you say, oh my God, that's awesome.
It is awesome.
Right? Well, say it, Joe.
Oh my God, it's awesome.
Hey, right? That's what I'm saying. How amazing is that? Carter Comics wants to give you guys the deal of a lifetime by knocking off 10% of their purchase price. because they want people to have a great experience in their marketplace. They want you guys to sit there and venture through all their comics, everything from 9.6s, 9.8s, all the way down to the raw comics. They're available right now at CarterComics.com. Fill up your cart. Use the promo code FREAKNET. That's FREAKNET. Save yourself 10% on your entire order. And speaking of CarterComics.com, we do have a comic of the week here for you. It is Avengers number 102. It's a 6.0. Grim Reaper Sentinels. From out of the sun, they strike again. The sinister Sentinels, plus the Grim Reaper.
Oh, plus the
right?
Grim Reaper.
Yeah, so it's a pretty cool cover. The comic book includes Vision, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, Thor, Iron Man, Quicksilver, Captain America, also the Grim Reaper. So, absolutely amazing comic. It is available, like I said, right now at CarterComics.com. Make sure you check it out. It is graded for a 6.0. But it's an amazing comic. Do check it out. Check out all their amazing comics at CarterComics.com, or go to the main page, scroll to the bottom, find the 4 links to their other eBay accounts, click on it, bid away. Make sure you get your collection started. If you cannot find a comic you're looking for, contact Carter Comics directly through their website. Ask them, hey, I'm looking for this comic. Do you have it? They will check their inventory. And if they do, they'll let you know, and they'll work out a deal for the comic. It's amazing. It's a family-owned business. It's absolutely incredible. I love working with them. This freaking show loves working with them. JFW loves working with them. FreakNet Studios loves working with them because they are great people, and they're giving us an opportunity to grow our show as well as us trying to do everything we can to grow them as we move forward. So, again, CarterComics.com. Sign up today. Buy your comics. Promo code FREAKNET, FREAKNET, 10% your entire order. Do it today.
Nice.
Right? I just get excited every time I talk about CarterComics.com.
I can't
I will
imagine
say, though,
why.
right? And I haven't said Carter Comic Club in quite a while.
That's true.
Right?
Gotta get it to catch on. Speaking of things that should catch on, our listeners should head over to audibletrial.com/freaknet and sign up for a free 30-day trial of Audible.
Absolutely. Yes.
Audible should catch on with our listeners.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hell yeah.
And if they do that, they're going to get a free credit toward their first audiobook purchase, which means basically you can get anything on the whole site. They got podcasts now. They've got original stories. They've got all kinds of things they didn't have way back when I signed up for Audible a million years ago. Mm-hmm. It's a fantastic website. Great product. Head there right now. audibletrial.com/freaknet. Sign up. Free 30-day trial. Free credit towards your first audiobook purchase.
Right.
Do it.
It's the time to do it. You know, the freaking book club is coming soon.
Yep.
Maybe we'll pull some books off of the Audible. And what better way to join a new book club by getting the book for free?
Exactly.
Win-win, Joe. Joe, as we move forward through this season, we're going to continue on with our new segment, Bring It Freakin' Back, where we talk about canceled things, discontinued foods, canceled shows that we are longing to have be brought back. I think it's your turn to go first.
I think it is. So
could be.
I have been changing my mind back and forth today as I've been trying to figure out what I want brought back. Yes. And I think something you just said tipped me over to exactly what it is I want.
Is it CarterComics.com?
No.
Is it the Jag-Off from the other wrestling podcast?
No, he should. Sounds like he should play in traffic.
He should,
right? He should play in traffic.
Hell yes, he should.
No, neither of those things. You mentioned TV shows, and you mentioned an event. I don't know what the event was that you mentioned, but there was a TV show that was on after Lost that was trying to capture that mystery demographic, the people who were tuning in for something intriguing every week. And it was actually called The Event. And it's a show I was so pumped for. And I'll admit, the first few episodes, not that great. But I really wanted it to do well. I really wanted it to have a chance, and it never really seemed like it got off the ground. Like, the first couple of episodes didn't do that well critically or with, like not a lot of people tuned in. And so it was
Gotcha.
a show that was canceled pretty quickly. And so I really, really wish that there would be an opportunity for it to come back, maybe get a full reboot, and really get a good shot at being the new mystery show on TV. So that's
Okay.
what I'm going for. The event.
Is this one, if I just read this real quick, Sean Walker stumbles into a national conspiracy after his girlfriend Layla mysteriously disappears from a Caribbean cruise? That one?
No, I don't think so.
Hmm.
Although it might be. It
No,
was a long time ago.
let me gander here. Was this in like 2011 on NBC?
Yeah, it was. Oh, maybe that was it. Yeah, Sean Walker.
One
Yeah.
one
Oh, yeah, that's
season,
it. That's it.
one season, 22 episodes.
Yep.
Well,
You're right.
so why do you think that they didn't catch on? Just wrong
I
time.
honestly, part of it, yeah, I think wrong time. The timing was bad. I think people were trying to capitalize on Lost and sort of what's going on in the background of this? What's the overarching mystery kind of thing?
Okay,
And I think they just didn't devote the resources they should have in the first place. They devoted more things to advertisement than to the actual script writing and directing and acting.
gotcha.
Is what I think happened. And I think there was a good show in there somewhere, and it just never really got the chance. It was a little muddled. They were trying to do too many things at once, it felt like, and I don't know.
Now, if they were to bring it back, remake, pick up where it got left off, same characters, is there anything you'd want to change about it, or what are we looking at?
Personally, I think a full remake. Take the lessons they learned in the first one, try, and polish some stuff up. Maybe just launch it right on Sci-Fi instead of MSNBC, just regular NBC.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, put it somewhere where people are going to watch it, and I maybe get a couple of more. I don't think there was a single big name actor in it when it first aired.
Okay.
So maybe get somebody, show that you actually have some support behind the film or behind the show by getting somebody famous in at least part of the cast.
Yeah. Well, because one of the cool things, obviously, this was like 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, since that time, there's been so many huge like TV shows that have recently come to an end, like Big Bang Theory. So any actor from there could really kick off a new TV show. I'm partial to Psych, so I think James Roday, Dulé, either one of them, I think would be great in a new TV show and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's so many options out there nowadays to get big name characters involved in like a remake or something like that.
Yeah, I mean a lot of the actors from Lost, I don't think have done much since Lost, for that matter.
Well, maybe they'll do an episode of that one day.
Yeah.
Maybe not Lost.
So
maybe a different show. Something.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me.
Right.
Anyway,
it'll be in the same list along with that one actor from Peacemaker. We're gonna dedicate.
Oh yeah,
Robert
Patrick.
Yeah, it's definitely happening, guys. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. It's on the list.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, so I told you earlier before we were recording that I was going back and I'm creating an Excel sheet of what we've already mentioned, so we don't double up and stuff like that. You know, give everyone 100 different things between 50 episodes between the two of us. Because honestly, once we get to like November, December, everything we see in January, February are going to be duplicated.
Right.
And we want to prevent that. So that's why I'm putting this. And actually, it was episode 2 of yours that actually inspired me for mine this week.
All right.
Because on episode 2, you talked about Coca-Cola Vault.
I did.
Well, there's a Coke product that I loved that has been gone for 15 years now that I would love to come back, and that's Coca-Cola Lime.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I forgot all about it until there was this. You've seen the show Bones?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, not regularly, but I've seen an episode
Yeah.
here or there.
So
It's pretty good.
yeah. So they had a therapist on there. He's the guy from like Waiting and shit like that. I think they call him Squints. I can't remember. Anyways, no matter. His favorite song was that song like you put the lime in the coconut.
Yeah.
And so it's a catchy fucking song. And I remember like, you know what? I remember that being like some kind of commercial and shit. And I was like, I think it was for like fucking a soda product. And I remember like it was fucking Coca-Cola Lime.
Mm.
And I went to the gas station and shit. I had to pick up smokes. Tracy's a smoker. Not gonna quit. Don't judge me. I will quit one day, but no. I was like, you know, I really want a fucking soda. And I'm looking, you know, they got Coke Cherry, they got Coke Vanilla, they got Coke Orange, but Coke Lime isn't a thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't realize that it canceled it in like 2007. Now, looking up the information on it and everything, it is available today. Except the problem is that it's only available in Romania or Estonia or Lithuania and even Russia, Latvia and Canada and Austria, but not here in the United States.
What's the word I'm looking for? An auspicious lineup Canada has joined.
Right. Exactly. There's this, and unfortunately, like, kind of like the vodkas here in the United States, if it's sold in Russia, we probably will never see it here again.
That's probably true.
So, thanks Russia for preventing me from getting my fucking Coca-Cola Lime. Now they did say, in some of those, I know I've seen them in, Firehouse Subs, that they have like those Coca-Cola freestyle machines where you kind of like mix and match drinks and shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Wendy's has them too.
Yes, so you could create Coca-Cola Lime in that machine. But the fact that I can't stop at a gas station and grab like a bottle of it or, some of that does, it sucks.
Yeah.
So the concept is still able to be out there. I mean, I guess I could really go out and buy my own lime juice and Coke and make my own, but the nostalgia still won't be there.
Right.
So my choice for this week is Coca-Cola Lime. I would love for it to come back. If they did it as like a spring thing or something like that, I think
make it seasonal, like Mountain Dew Pitch Black or whatever.
Yes, exactly. Why not bring back some happiness and shit? Because I assume I'm not the only one that fucking missed Coca-Cola Lime.
Yeah, I've never tried it, but if they brought it back, I would.
Never tried Coca-Cola Lime?
Nope.
Poor you.
Yeah.
Throw fucking ketchup on eggs and fucking jelly and fucking, calamari, but God forbid you drink a fucking Coke Lime.
Yeah. Well, I'm from a Pepsi family.
I'm okay with that. I'm a Pepsi guy. I'm on board. I'm on board with Pepsi, but Pepsi didn't make a Pepsi Lime. Wait, did they?
I actually don't know.
Now I gotta look it up.
Anyway, because I mostly just drink Mountain Dew. As far as Pepsi products go.
You have to order the Pepsi Lime. How about that?
Weird.
Yeah. Apparently Pepsi Lime is a thing right now.
Huh, right now?
Yeah. It was available from 2005 to 2007, and now 2019 to present. It's also available in the Philippines and Canada.
Interesting.
It's a weird world we live in.
It is. I might have to go try
it.
So
Coke is really falling behind, man. All right,
yeah.
we're gonna talk about some characters. We're gonna talk about some Marvel and some shit like that. But before we do, I also have to thank ballwash.com for being a sponsor of the show. They've been around for a couple of years now, and we just couldn't be happier to be associated with a product that keeps my genitalia sparkling fresh and ready for the day.
Excellent.
Right. Guys, go to ballwash.com and check out all their amazing products, everything from shampoos, conditioners, to body washes. I just used some Ball Wash body wash shampoo and conditioners today as I bathed. It was absolutely amazing. I've never been a big conditioner guy because I don't need my hair to be silky smooth because it just happens naturally anyways. But you know what? It does something different for me. It gives me a great tingling kind of feeling, and not in a bad tingle way, a good tingle way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
like good herpes. That will be a thing this entire season.
I love
Just
it.
gonna bring back the herpes. Just like herpes, just gonna pop up from time to
Gotta bring
time.
it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There just has to be a flare up in occasions.
There's no cure.
Nah, not one bit. Guys, from head to toe, from hole to pole, nothing will get your wiener cleaner like ballwash.com. And yes, I know we said those words before. When it comes to your sack, you got your back. I will find something new. I just don't know what it is yet. A new catchphrase, if you will, something that really, is that why they call it catchphrases? Because it's catchy?
I think so.
Wow.
I've never thought about it before, but it sounds right.
It makes sense. Wow. Look what Ball Wash is doing. Helping me think.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, make sure you check out their amazing shampoos, conditioners, body washes, but even beyond that, they have their own line of boxers, their own trimming equipment, personal lubricants, body wipes, body scrubbers, Ball Guard, which is still my number one favorite product. It goes on a lotion, dries as a powder, and it helps with chafing. As the weather gets warmer, you're going to get sweatier, and you're going to start fucking swamp assing it all over the place, and you're going to want to take care of that. And Ball Guard's going to help you out with that shit. Trust me. I know those people out there who don't have the thigh gap. This will help you out. I promise you. Go to ballwash.com. Fill up your cart with all their amazing products. Use the promo code FREAKNET, that's FREAKNET. You'll save 15% on your entire order of ball wash. Do it today. Won't be disappointed.
Fantastic.
Right? A lot of good sponsors. And I know I've said that before. But, you know, I mean it when I says it, and I says it when I means it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Joe. I told you before we're going to talk about recasting Batman actors, and we're going to do an either or as far as Marvel to DC. So, which one would you like to do first?
Let's do the either or first.
Okay, cool. You know, and just for the hell of it, since this is a special day for today. Since there is the opportunity, the mask mandates in Illinois completely changed today.
That's true.
It's opening up to the public and certain events and stuff, maskless and all this other stuff. And maybe we'll talk more about the restrictions if there is any more on the next episode. But it was lifted today, so just for the sake of it, we'll turn this into a My Corona game, if you will. So I'm going to give you an actor who has played in both Marvel and DC. I'll give you both characters. The one you like the most will be your Corona Extra. The one you like the least will be your Corona Light.
All right.
Yep. Cool. Okay. So, like I told Joe, there's actually 50 different actors who have played in both Marvel and DC. We're not going to do all of them because it'll just take way too long. I'm just going to kind of flip through it. I'll pick the top ones, the more well-known ones. Maybe I'll even pick ones that maybe have been a quick surprise that you didn't know. Like I said, Joe's going to Corona Extra, the best ones, and Corona Light, the other ones. So the first one obviously has to be a favorite of everyone's, and that's Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Ryan Reynolds has been in not only Wade Wilson and Deadpool in the X-Men Origins Wolverine, also the Deadpool 2 movies, but he was also Hannibal King in the movie Blade Trinity. That's Marvel.
Was he really?
He was, yeah. Hannibal King in Blade Trinity.
Huh.
Yeah. He was also Hal Jordan / Green Lantern in DC's Green Lantern.
That's
so Joe,
what I was expecting.
Yep. So Joe, give me the Corona Extra. Is it Deadpool and Hannibal King of Marvel, or is it Green Lantern of DC?
Oh, well, even without Hannibal King, it would be Deadpool because he's excellent in that role. And although he was not, I will say, I do not think he was terrible in Green Lantern.
I don't know. I don't know why people say it sucks so much. I didn't mind the movie.
Yeah, I think my only real problem with it is the CG. There's just there's too much. It's not that there's too much CGI because that's what everything is these days, but it just wasn't where it needed to be for that movie.
Cool,
I guess. But yeah, I still think he knocked it out of the park with Deadpool in a way that He really hasn't in any other role, even though he's a tremendous actor who
Mm-hmm.
pretty much always knocks it out of the park.
100%. That new movie that everyone
Free
keeps
Guy?
talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
haven't
watch
seen
this.
it yet. I've heard really good things.
Yeah. Well, I got a night shift tomorrow to do, so I'm not going to bed till like 3 or 4 in the morning. So I may watch that tonight because I hear a lot of great things about it.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Number 2, we got Ben Affleck, Matt Murdock / Daredevil in the movie Daredevil, or Bruce Wayne / Batman in DC's Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad, and Justice League.
Well, I got to say, I enjoyed those Daredevil movies because I was the demographic when they came out. But I actually liked him better as Batfleck. So
Yeah, I didn't think he did a bad job.
no, I thought he was really good as Batman. So I've got a
Yeah.
Corona Extra his Batman as Bruce Wayne, and
Okay.
Corona Light his Daredevil.
I'm going to do some real quick, just for the hell of it. Just because I'm a huge fan of Excel spreadsheets. I don't think a lot of people really appreciate it as much as they should.
Oh yeah, sounds great.
Obviously we're doing DC versus Marvel. And we're gonna find out who wins.
All right.
Right? Who gets more picks? Number 3, Michael Keaton. We got Vulture of Spider-Man: Homecoming in Marvel, or we got Batman of Batman and Batman Returns for DC.
Oh man, that is legitimately difficult.
Right? He did so great in both.
He really did. Gosh, at the end of the day, I think I got to give it to his Batman role.
The Batman role?
He is consistently near the top of my list of Batman. I think he's number 3 for me right now. Yeah, I think he's number 3. So I got to give it to him for Batman, even though he was fantastic as the Vulture, and especially in a movie called Home. You know, the whole idea is Spider-Man's coming back to the MCU, and we've included this iconic actor as the villain. I love it, but I still gotta give it to his Batman.
No, it makes sense. I mean, like, obviously, Keaton is on the top of most people's list of Batmans. Large amount of people, he's the number 1.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, as Vulture, I mean, I think he did great with the character. I love the post-credit scene where he didn't mention who who Spider-Man really was.
Mm-hmm.
I think it really gives more depth to his character and stuff. And I haven't seen the new Spider-Man yet. I was actually hoping to watch it when it came on Disney Plus. I thought it was going to be like by now. I heard March 1st.
That's
but
what I heard
now I hear it won't
Not
be
just
until
from you.
Yeah. But apparently that's not the case. Apparently it's not going to be on there for like another month or so.
Yeah, it's coming to stars first, apparently.
Yeah, so I don't get it. I'm not happy about it. I may actually have to go to the theater now to watch it because I'm tired of waiting. But I don't think Vulture made an appearance in that one. But it keeps the door open because he didn't die. I mean, he's arrested. So it leaves the door open for anything in the future. So, okay, so number 4, Michael Fassbender. Marvel, Magneto of X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, X-Men Apocalypse, or he was Burke in DC's Jonah Hex.
I have never seen Jonah Hex. So for me, I'm going to just have to give it to Magneto.
Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of these two are like, they're going to be main characters in one and like a supporting character in another too. So it may be an easy Corona Extra on some of these. But Michael Fassbender, well-known actor, obviously a big, a key character. I would love to see him show up in the new Doctor Strange movie. I mean, with all the rumors of Professor Xavier showing up, why not have Fassbender be there too?
Absolutely.
Kelly. Josh Brolin, again, Jonah Hex, DC or Marvel, either as Thanos in Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, or as Cable in Deadpool 2.
Wait, who was he in DC?
He was Jonah Hex in the movie Jonah Hex.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, I didn't
Which
know
Jonah
that.
Hex, great fucking movie, and not because it's just cowboys, but mostly because of cowboys.
Yeah, I believe it.
You ever
Oh,
seen
yeah,
the
that
movie
is
Jonah
him.
Hex?
No, I've never seen it.
Yeah, you know who the villain is, right?
No.
Come on now, if you have it right in front of you, you know who the villain is. I only say that because I can't remember the guy's fucking name, but he's very popular. John Malkovich.
Oh, dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Also great as Cyrus the Virus in Con Air.
True. Absolutely true. Brolin is great in everything, I got to say. But come on, he is the main villain of Phase 3 of Marvel. I mean, he was the of the MCU, I should say. And I also thought he was, as Cable, he was maybe in the best role. Like that's a role that was made for him in the same way that Deadpool was made for Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
So I got to give him to Marvel.
Yeah. So did you like him better as Thanos or better as Cable?
I liked him better as Cable.
Gotcha. This one you might know because I didn't. So you have Angela Bassett. She played, oh God, what was Black Panther's name? Well, I can't remember his fucking name. Anyways.
Do you mean Chadwick Boseman?
Well, no,
Or
not
do
the
you
actor,
mean...
his name.
Okay.
It's his character. The
T'Challa.
character's name. T'Challa. So she played T'Challa's mother in Black Panther.
Oh, yeah.
In Marvel. Or she also played Amanda Waller in the Green Lantern movie.
Oh. I have to confess, I don't remember her in the Green Lantern movie, but I thought she was stellar in Black Panther. So I'll just give her to Marvel.
Okay. Michelle Pfeiffer. We got her as either Janet Van Dyne of Ant-Man and Wasp or Catwoman in DC's Batman Returns.
Huh. Gosh. That is slightly tougher. You know what? I was only 2 when Batman Returns came out, but I remember watching it as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And she got a lot more screen time in that movie than she did in Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, you know what? For the sake of Teenage Joe, I'm going to give it to DC.
DC, okay. Which also, I completely blanked as Michelle Pfeiffer in that movie, so doing this, that's kind of like, oh fuck, that's true, Darcy. Because, I mean, fucking Batman Returns, what, early 90s?
92, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to pass on this one. I'm going to pass on that one. Gonna pass on that one. Gonna pass on that one. Maybe. Okay, let's try this one. J.K. Simmons.
Oh, nice. All right.
Played J. Jonah Jameson. J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man Far From Home, for Marvel, and then DC Commissioner Jim Gordon in Justice League.
Oh, I forgot he played that in the Justice League. Look, I love J.K. Simmons in literally everything he does. But I gotta give it to Marvel.
It's his voice, right? It's
just
the
voice.
way he does this shit.
Absolutely. But he also, he is J. Jonah Jameson to me. I don't think anyone else can play the role. Even like he in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, he looks like the J. Jonah Jameson from the cartoon. And the comics, for that matter. So I think he nailed it. I think that's what it's got to be.
All right, so you're going with Marvel.
Yep.
Okay. Tom Hardy. We got DC's Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, or we got Marvel's Venom from the movie Venom.
Yes. Sorry. For some reason, because it's owned by Sony, I forgot that it wasn't DC. I haven't seen Venom. I think he looks really good in that role. Mm-hmm. But I have seen Bane, and if you listen to every Bane that's been done since, he is as iconic for that role as Heath Ledger is for the Joker. So I got to give it to Bane in DC.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, well, it's even like with Christian Bale and Batman. Like, no one really did like the raspy fucking voice until he did it, and then Ben Affleck started doing it. I don't know if Pattinson's doing it,
I think he
but
is. Listening to the trailer, I think he
yeah.
does.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Halle Berry. She played Catwoman in the DC's Catwoman, and she also played Storm in Marvel's X-Men, X-Men 2. I'm sorry, X-Men, X2, X-Men: The Last Stand, X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Yeah, I liked her as Catwoman for the same reason I liked Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. But I've got to give it to Storm. I thought she was excellent as Storm.
Okay.
I think that one of the reasons I loved those movies so much was because she did such a good job as that character.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm not gonna do that one. No. Okay, let's try this one. You saw Dark Knight Rises.
yes.
So you okay? So we got John Mendelsohn. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but he played Talos in Captain America for Marvel, or in DC he was John Daggett in The Dark Knight Rises.
I don't remember who John Daggett is.
We could pass. If you want to pass, we could pass.
Yeah, let's pass.
Okay. Tommy Lee Jones. We got him as Colonel Chester Phillips in Captain America: The First Avenger for Marvel, or Two-Face in Batman Forever of DC.
Oh man. I I think I gotta have him be Two-Face because I remember him in that role better than I remember him in Captain America. In Captain America, he's just playing the role he always plays.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a character that like you think of when you think of Captain America, but when you think of Two-Face, you know, I think he's definitely up there as a face you can picture.
Yeah.
Two of them, really. I also think of the story of how much he hated Jim Carrey.
Really? I didn't hear
Yeah, well,
about
like Jim Carrey would try to like interact with him outside of the set, and he was not having it. Like tried to buy him lunch one time, and he just was like, "I fucking hate you. Please leave me alone."
that. That is awesome.
Which I just think is very funny.
We got Randall Park, played Jimmy Woo in Ant-Man versus the Wasp. But he also played Dr. Stephen Shin in Aquaman.
Would you believe I haven't seen Aquaman yet?
What? What's stopping you?
I just haven't done it. I don't know.
Did you see Wonder Woman?
I saw the first one. The second one I found unwatchable.
Yeah, but you've seen it. Did you like the first one?
The first Wonder Woman, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, Aquaman's better.
I believe that.
It's so fucking good. Even with that man beater fucking woman in there.
Yeah.
Right? Back Johnny Depp.
God.
Yeah. Poor Depp.
Honestly, I just want to give it to Randall Park, but I really like him as Jimmy Woo. I enjoyed him in Ant-Man, and I also liked him in when he showed up in WandaVision.
Well, it's your call. We could either pass on this one because you didn't see Aquaman, or we could just give it to him for Ant-Man just because. It's your call,
I'll
man.
just give it to him for Ant-Man just because. That's fine with me.
Yeah. Great. I like him. He has that comedic relief in Ant-Man vs. the Wasp that's just entertaining. When he actually wants to learn how to do the trick and shit, and he learned how to do it.
Right?
Yeah, because I think he said in WandaVision, he was like doing card tricks in WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
It's just awesome how they tie all this shit together.
Yeah, I really want a show, and this is part of it too. Even after seeing, I haven't seen Aquaman, but I can picture a world where I've seen Aquaman and don't want a show about his character, but I do want a spin-off show with him and that girl from Thor. The one he makes friends with in WandaVision. I can't remember her name. She's also, I think, in I don't know, what is the name of that show? Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23 or whatever.
What the fuck? Are you talking about Kat Dennings?
Yeah, is that her name?
You talking about the girl from Two Broke Girls?
Oh, Two Broke Girls. Yeah, sorry, I confuse sitcoms I don't watch.
Yeah, Kat Dennings. Yeah.
Yeah, him and I want a spinoff with him and Kat Dennings.
That'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah. Have you seen Howard the Duck? The old movie?
I have not.
Okay, so we're gonna pass on Tim Robbins. Uh, did you watch Agent of Shield?
Yes.
Did you watch Smallville?
Not really.
Okay, so we're gonna pass that one. I don't know who that is. Pass him. We'll pass on him. We'll pass on him. Okay, Michael Clark Duncan. Kingpin and Daredevil or Kilowog and Green Lantern?
Well, I didn't realize that was him in Green Lantern, so I've got to give it to him as Kingpin.
Now, I'm assuming when they see Daredevil, we're talking about the Ben. I've never seen the Ben Affleck movie, so I take it.
Yeah, it's the Ben Affleck one.
Okay, cool.
R.I.P. Michael Clark Duncan, by the way.
God, yeah. I always forget that too. Such a great actor.
Seriously, he's freaking fantastic.
Right. William Dafoe, Green Goblin and Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, or Nuidus Volko in DC's Justice League and Aquaman?
I haven't seen Aquaman. I feel like he was probably really good in it, though. But I'm just going to go ahead and give it to Marvel because, I mean, he was good enough as the Green Goblin that he, I believe, came back for this Spider-Man.
Yeah, I believe that is correct. I gotta see that fucking movie.
I know, me too. I haven't seen it either. It's embarrassing.
I'm gonna pass on that one. I'll pass on that one. I'll pass on that one. You see the TV show Gotham?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'll pass on that one. Did you see the TV show Arrow?
Yes.
Okay. Kelly Hugh as Lady Deathstrike in X2, or China White in the TV show Arrow?
Gosh, I don't even remember her from that.
That's fine. We could pass.
Yeah, let's pass. Sorry.
That's fine. How about Neil McDonough? He played Dum Dum Dugan in Captain America: First Avenger, Agent Carter, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the soldier with the bowler hat and the mustache.
Yeah.
Or Damien Dark in TV shows Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow.
Damien Dark. Sorry, I just got to see a picture real quick.
No, you're fine.
Oh my God, he did.
He did.
Oh man, he was so good in that role. But Dum Dum Dugan was so good too. Man, this one's the closest one for me, I think.
Who thought that Dum Dum Dugan was the one that made it difficult?
Right? Well, he's so good as Dum Dum Dugan. He's iconic. I almost went out and bought a bowler hat because of him.
Right? And it's across 3 different episodes or 3 different TV shows, you know. So,
yeah.
Well, I guess he did do 2 of them in DC.
That is tough. I'm gonna give it to DC because,
Okay.
like you said, he did it over 2 shows.
Okay. Yeah, we'll pass on that one.
Wait, was he in Agent Carter though?
He was. He was in 3 of them in Marvel, 2 of them in DC.
Dang.
He was Captain America's movie, the TV show Agent Carter, and the TV show Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Gotcha. Oh man, based on my fake math, I got to give it to Marvel then.
It's all how you feel, man.
Yeah. Well, okay. I feel he was really. I feel that as Damien Dark, he was more himself. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm good with that. Yeah, I'll pass on that one. Did you watch Smallville?
No.
Okay, so we'll pass on that one. We'll pass on that one. We'll pass on that one. Pass on that one. Pass on that one.
I feel like that's 3 in a row. Do we want to just move to Batman?
One second, we only got 5 more.
Oh,
I'm at 40. I'm at 45 or 50.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. Never mind.
Oh yeah. We skipped a lot, man. Okay, you remember? Okay, we'll do this one. Should be easy. You saw the Flash and Legend of Tomorrow and those TV shows.
Yeah. I haven't seen Legend of Tomorrow, but I have seen Flash.
Remember Heatwave, the villain, Heatwave, with the flamethrower gun?
Probably. I'm going to look at a picture.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so Dominic Purcell, he played Drake in Blade Trinity. He also played Heatwave in The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow.
A lot of Blade Trinity crossovers.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was weird, too.
Huh. Well, I honestly don't remember him in Blade. So I'm gonna give it to DC because I thought he was excellent as Heatwave.
Okay. You say you didn't watch Gotham, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, fun fact, Donald Logue, he was in Blade, and he was also in Gotham. I don't know, this one's not worth it. Okay, Michael Reed McKay. He played Jason Stryker, Stryker's son in X2. Remember the kid in the wheelchair?
Mm-hmm.
He also played Antonio Diego, who turned into Bane in Batman and Robin.
I don't know if I've seen that Batman and Robin.
The Batman and Robin with Poison Ivy and Bane and George Clooney, who was Batman, and...
No, you know what? I just realized I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Well, okay, we're going to pass on it then.
It's shocking to me. I'm looking at these pictures of him and going, huh, I've never seen this before in my life.
Batman and Robin. Yeah, okay, no, Mike, yeah, because that wasn't the one with Mr. Freeze, and it was it? Yeah, it was. That was Arnold Schwarzenegger? Yeah, okay. Okay, and that's it. Cool. That's all of them, man. So Marvel won 9-7. Congrats.
Nice.
Yeah.
That figures. I'm kind of a Marvel fan.
Well, Marvel's better.
Yeah, it's true.
It's that Peacemaker is probably one of the greatest comic-related TV shows out there. Fucking phenomenal.
Agreed. DC is better at animated also.
Yeah.
But.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can never take away from Justice League or Batman.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond, fuck that, though. No, not a fan.
No, I liked Batman Beyond, but I liked the original better.
Nobody likes Batman Beyond. Stop it. Stop it. All right, Joe. Let's wrap up this show with I'm going to give you the actors who portrayed Batman at one point or another. We're going to recast them and who you think they should be in the Marvel sense. I'll do the same thing, so I'll partake in this. Like I said, it's a list of 10. We're only going to do 8 of them. But just to give credit where credit's due, there were 2 other people who portrayed Batman that aren't going to be in this. That was Lewis G. Wilson. He was the first and youngest actor to ever play Batman, who could play the adult Batman. He was also the least successful. At 23, the unknown thespian donned the cape and the cowl in a 15-part 1943 Columbian series, Batman.
Wow.
The other one was Robert Lowry. He took over the role in a follow-up series in 1949, Batman and Robin. Unlike Lewis, Lowry, 36 at the time, was a veteran actor having already appeared in The Mark of Zorro, The Mummy's Ghost, and Dangerous Passage. So he also filled the suit out better, which I think is just rude to say, but whatever.
Sure.
Poor guy. But yeah, no, if you ever get a chance, look up a Lewis G. Wilson Batman. Ugh.
Bad.
Oh, gross. It is just awful. But we're going to start with the most probably well-known one, and that's Adam West. The man logging the most hours in a bat cave, of course, was William West Anderson, who's known better as Adam West. Either you love him for his goofy charm or you hate him for his blemishing the bat's image for several decades. His campy, over-the-top portrayal of Gotham's Guardian infiltrated nearly every medium, including a 1966 movie and several animated series.
I love Adam West.
Yeah.
Now, are we casting him as he was when he played Batman, or
Well,
as he was.
he's dead now, so.
I say in his most recent screen appearances is what I was trying to say.
Tell you what, Joe, you tell me which era, and then you give me someone you want him to be.
Gotcha. I gotta think about it.
That's fun, man. Take your time.
So many good Marvel characters is part of the problem.
Right? Yeah, and I didn't want to just limit it to just Avengers. So, I mean, if you like, I wouldn't mind. I'll go first for this one, if you're okay with it.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so, I would pick his later years, when he's more of an elder guy, and I go General Ross.
Oh, Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah. I would love to see Adam West and see what he could do with like more of like a, I don't want to say villainous, but to take a wrestling term, a heel. You know,
yeah.
a strict by the rules guy, not a villain, but just like a, godfather rules. I think General Ross kind of like is right there as like one of the older, people.
Yeah. I feel like along those same lines, I would have loved to have seen him as Hank Pym.
Yes. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd be really good as Hank Pym. I also think he'd be good as Tony Stark's dad.
Oh, Howard.
Yeah, Howard Stark. Couldn't think of his name.
Now you're talking about like Howard Stark in like the Captain America movies or later on? Like
I feel like they probably could have used footage from his time as Batman to deep fake him into the early film. In Captain America, and then just have him play his older self in all the later ones.
Gotcha. Another one he probably could have done. This is just thinking way out of the box, and I can't remember the guy's name. You might remember. The guy who stole all the vibranium from Wakanda.
Yeah, I can't. Claw?
Something like that, yeah. Claw, whatever, something like that, yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool, too. Ooh, you know what? Fucking Yondu. He might be a good Yondu.
Yeah,
or even an Ego. He could have been fucking Ego.
Yeah.
Oh, man, options. The fucking options. I'm going to stick with General Ross, though. I'm going to go General Ross.
Yeah.
That's my first choice.
I think Hank Pym for me. I agree.
Excellent. All right, Michael Keaton. When director Tim Burton, who, like, Dozer was not a fan of the comic, blah, blah, Michael Keaton was announced 1989's Batman. Fans went bat shit crazy. Thinking their beloved superhero was going to get the Adam West treatment again. Keaton's casting caused such a controversy that 50,000 protest letters were sent to Warner Brothers offices. In an effort to appease the naysayers, Batman co-creator Bob Kane was hired as the film's creative consultant. And in the case you're curious, here is Keaton, Affleck. Oh my God, what the fuck happened? Why do fucking pages load and change?
I don't know. I hate it so much.
Okay, well, those other Hollywood stars considered for the role of Batman included Mel Gibson, Kevin Costner, Charlie Sheen, Pierce Brosnan, Tom Selleck, and Bill Murray. But producers John Peters said he cast Keaton because the image of Batman is a big male model type, and I wanted a guy who's a real person who happens to put on this weird armor. A guy who's funny and scary. Keaton's both. He's got the explosive, insane side. I couldn't imagine like fucking Tom Selleck or Bill Murray being Batman, but you know what? Pierce Brosnan, not that bad of an idea.
Yeah, I could see that.
Mel Gibson might be a little weird out there. Kevin Costner probably would have been a good one. I still think the voice would have been there. And Charlie Sheen, even though back at that time, I think it was too comedic and shit to really kind of like be there.
Yeah.
But we are talking about Michael Keaton. So Joe, who you got for Michael Keaton?
I think he'd have been a great Obadiah Stane in Iron Man 1.
Ooh, the villain?
Instead of Jeff Bridges, I think he could have done it really well.
Okay. Yeah.
For kind of the same reason that he was listed there for the Batman. I think he's got that easy, humorous side and also that deadly, maniacal side.
Okay. I was thinking Banner.
Ooh. Like Bruce? Like
Yeah,
the
like
Hulk?
Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Right? I mean, like, cause I know, because when I think of Banner, I think of, like, he's a charming guy. He's a good-looking guy, but he has, like, a ruggedness to him.
Yeah, and he's haunting.
And, right? Like, you know what he'd be good at, though? Fucking Vulture.
Yeah, right? I thought about saying that.
Right? But, I don't know, for some reason when I saw him, for some reason I thought fucking, Bruce Banner. I was like, okay. Val Kilmer. When Batman franchises were turned over to director Joel Schumacher, Keaton decided not to return. Daniel Day-Lewis, Ralph Fiennes, William Baldwin, and Johnny Depp were reportedly considered as replacements, but the job was won by Val Kilmer, probably the most forgettable of the modern Batmans. Go ahead, try to remember. See, you can't.
Nonsense.
I'm trying to remember. So Schumacher became interested in Kilmer in 1995's Batman Forever. After seeing him in Tombstone, in which he played Doc Holliday, who Adam West also portrayed in a movie before he did the Batman TV shows, Kilmer allegedly accepted the role without even reading the script or knowing who the new director was. Schumacher quickly learned who Kilmer was, though, and the two clashed on the set. Schumacher later described Kilmer as childish and impossible, claiming that he fought with various crewmen and refused to speak to him for 2 weeks after the director asked his star to stop behaving rudely.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, I guess a lot of problems on the Batman Forever. That was one with Two-Face and Riddler, so I guess Kilmer and Carey weren't really cast favorites.
I guess not.
But, no, Kilmer, if I had to pick, and I'm just trying to think of like how he was then.
Yeah.
If I went big star, I would go with like Thor. I think he'd be like a good Thor. He has like that kind of like a slightly chiseled face, but it's the hair thing for me. It's okay. I can see him being a Thor. The other one that I was thinking, and I can't remember his fucking name, but it was Mickey Rourke's character in
Whiplash.
Whiplash. Yes, I think he would have been a great Whiplash.
Yeah, I can see that.
Nothing against Rourke. I think Rourke did a great job for it. I am a huge fan of Rourke. But, I think Kilmer could definitely pull that character off, too.
Yeah. I do agree with that. I actually think if you had young Val Kilmer, I think he'd be a great Tony Stark or Star-Lord.
Ooh, Star-Lord.
Although Tony Stark is my choice, though, between the two.
Okay.
But older Val Kilmer, I agree. I think he could also do like a Whiplash, but like it's his return tour kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that he would be a good Ego.
Ego, I like.
Yeah, if he got his self back into good shape and stuff, I can see that.
And it's funny because the guy who did play Ego co-starred in Tombstone.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Full circle. He also played in Bone Tomahawk, but we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about Bone Tomahawk.
We got George Clooney as the next one. George Clooney's movie career was just taking off when he was casted in '97 Batman and Robin, with his breakthrough performance coming just a year before the Quentin Tarantino's From Dusk Till Dawn. Producers probably felt they pulled off a major coup, landing the soon-to-be mega movie star. Those producers, along with Clooney, may regret that decision now. Batman and Robin was a disaster, riff with homoeroticism, camp, and those infamous bat nipples.
That's all I remember about the Clooney Batman.
Clooney once joked that he helped to kill the franchise. Okay, so we got George Clooney. Who are you thinking for Clooney?
Gosh, you know what? First thought, best thought. I actually would figure him for Thor.
Okay.
I think he would have been a good Thor. I think he's got that like goofy cluelessness.
Yeah.
I think that would be really funny for Thor.
Yeah. I'm almost there with you, except I was thinking more Odin.
That's fair. I can see that.
I'm thinking older Clooney.
Yeah.
Now, if I look at younger Clooney, maybe Ant-Man. But
Mm-hmm.
if I look at him like as today, I would see like the older kind of character, and for some reason Odin sticks out to me. But
Yeah.
definitely one of those like mega power kind of guys.
Yeah. I could also see him as uh, voicing Jarvis and
Mm-hmm.
then playing
Oh,
Vision.
ooh, Vision, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking Kilmore could have been Vision, but I think I like Clooney better.
Oh, that's not a bad choice either. I like that.
Yeah. This one I'm interested about. Christian Bale. Between Adam West and George Clooney, Batman seemed destined to remain a joke, at least with it came to live-action adaptations. Then came along Christopher Nolan, the Memento and Insomnia director, was given the reins and he planned to reinvent the franchise, finally making The Dark Knight. Among the early candidates for the Batman Bruce Wayne role were Billy Crudup, whatever, Jake Gyllenhaal, Joshua Jackson, Heath Ledger, and Cillian Murphy. But Nolan ultimately chose Christian Bale, explaining that he has exactly the balance of darkness and light that we were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. American Psycho, probably one of my favorite Christian Bale movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Christian Bale. I want to say Stark, but you know what? I think that'd be too easy. I think Stark
Right,
would
it's a
just
little
be
on the
too
nose.
easy. I could think of a villain. Like I think he'd be a good villain for something.
Right? The worst thing is that all the Marvel villains like disappear after a movie. They don't really return, except for Thanos.
Mysterio.
Ooh.
I think I would like him as Mysterio. I think he has like that nutty fucking like mindset to him, to where like he'll betray your best. He'll portray you being your best friend, and then once you get control of the glasses, is where the evil comes out. So
Like
kind of like what we said with Christian Bale gave you that dark and light. I think as Mysterio, right there, that's my pick, Mysterio.
yeah. I think almost for the same reason, I think he'd make a fantastic Doctor Strange.
Oh, geez, there we go. The next one is my Doctor Strange pick. I'll just tell you right now.
All right.
But the next one's Will Arnett.
I always forget that Will Arnett played Batman. He was Lego Batman.
I did too until he popped up in this list. With any other actor in the role, the presence of Batman in the 2013 cinematic smash, The Lego Movie, could easily have become the sort of performance that gets neglected from lists like this. However, Arrested Development star Will Arnett brought some comedy magic to the role and landed his own spin-off movie as a result. It helped that this movie came at the perfect time in Batman's busy cinema schedule, long enough after The Dark Knight Rises for lampooning of Bale's gruff Batman, and to be entirely welcome, and far enough from Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice that Arnett's new iteration didn't get lost in all the hype of Ben Affleck's debut. So obviously, like I said, this one I'm going to go with Doctor Strange.
I like that. I like that a lot. Gosh, who was it for me? Boy, there's so many things I could see him as. I think that I would want him as the Hulk.
Okay, so Banner.
Yeah, Bruce Banner. I think that would be fun. I
So
also think Hawkeye would be interesting, but I think Banner. I think Banner's my choice.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned Hawkeye, because I was going to ask you if it'd be okay if I could change one of my picks to Hawkeye.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Kilmer.
Oh, Kilmer would be good Hawkeye. I like that.
I think Kilmer would be a great Hawkeye. But yeah, I could see Will Arnett doing like a Hawkeye. The thing is, like, he has like that body that you see drawn into comic books.
Right?
Like 100%. I mean, he could fucking be
real
Groot.
gangly looking guy.
Yeah, he could be Groot. You can even voice that. What's up?
Just what a tremendous use and waste of his talent.
Like, if you wanted to keep the voice acting, he could have been Rocket Raccoon.
That's true. Oh, he'd have been great Rocket Raccoon. Oh, man. I mean, at least as good as Bradley Cooper.
Oh, God, yeah. Ben Affleck. As often said, the history repeats itself. So it did when Ben Affleck was cast as the role of Batman for Zack Snyder's controversial Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Affleck was fresh off of seeing his third directorial effort, Argo, win Best Picture of the Academy Award, cementing one of the most grandiose career comebacks in Hollywood history. He also was in midst of filming Garden Girl with the legendary auteur Dave Fincher at the helm. Nevertheless, fans went apoplectic.
Apoplectic.
What does that mean?
Like they were really, really excited.
Oh, that the star of notorious flops like Geely and Jersey Shores was now the Jersey Girl, was now the Batfleck. The fact he appeared in a mediocre Daredevil movie in 2003 likely did him no favors. So, Ben Affleck, what are you thinking?
Like the easy answer is Iron Man, right? Because he basically was that in Dawn of Justice.
Yes. I thought Iron Man too easy, but I do have one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a more difficult one for him. I'm trying to remember all of the Marvel movies that have come out in the last year.
See, that's the thing. There's just so
not last year,
many.
Last 20 years, yeah. 10 11 years, whatever it is.
There's a lot. And the thing, too, is like, when you sit there and you take Ben Affleck, like you take young Ben Affleck, you take old Ben Affleck, I mean, there's choices. Honestly, in my mind, I thought of a different one for old fucking Val Kilmer.
Oh, nice. Who you got for Affleck?
The easiest one
Red Guardian?
Yeah. Red Guardian, yeah. The easiest one I thought of, like, he'd be a great fucking Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
But like you said, like, I don't want to give the easy one because there's so many characters out there. Like what else could you choose? I mean, he could also
Loki. He could have been an okay Loki.
Yeah. He'd be a great fucking Loki.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to do it, and based on CGI and stuff like that, I mean, he wouldn't be a bad Thanos.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right? I mean, the thing is, like, it's all how you want to perceive the fucking character. And once you think of a different, time in his life, or a different, perception of how he's going to go about the character, it could change fucking everything. Even if you want to change the characters, obviously, Marvel, will kind of alter how a character is, I mean, Ben Affleck could have played Nick Fury.
Absolutely.
He could have been Star-Lord. Hell, he could have been the fucking Collector. It just all depends on how you want, look at him.
The Collector would be good. I like that.
I think the Collector would be great. Last one is Robert Pattinson. Like I said, the movie came out March 2nd. For Reeves' movie, it'll be Robert Pattinson wearing the cowl. Perhaps best known for his roles as the vampire Edward in the YA series Twilight, and as Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Pattinson made quite the name for himself since then, with starring roles in indie films such as Lighthouse, Cosmopolis, whatever, and High Life.
Haven't seen any of those.
That either.
I know he's got some serious acting chops, but I just haven't seen him.
Yeah, he's definitely a good actor. He's still young too, so it's like, how do you depict what he could be as an older character?
Mm-hmm.
If I had to pick, I'd probably go maybe a Winter Soldier.
Yes, that's it. I don't have no rebuttal. That's the right role. I couldn't think of anything else.
Right. I mean, the thing is too is he showed the childish look, how Bucky was before he became Winter Soldier. But when you take the intensity he put into Edward Cullen, that's what the Winter Soldier was.
Right.
I think it'd be a great role for him.
Yeah, I agree. I think he nailed it.
All right. Joe, what are you freaking thinking about?
I am. Today was a really nice day.
Weather-wise or good
Weather-wise.
things-wise? Okay,
Weather-wise,
gotcha.
it was a really nice day. It was sunny. It was relatively warm. I drove around with the air conditioning on instead of the heat.
Hmm.
I'm I'm really thinking about spring and warm weather and having a beer outside and gardening and just all of the things that are nice about the weather changing.
Yeah.
So
It's exciting. It's exciting to watch it warm up and everything. And the thing is, like and I mentioned numerous times on this show, obviously, like my workload like sucks right now. So it just sucks to have like such these nice days, and I'm stuck at work and everything. Like even with today, like it was such a nice day, but because because my work schedule on opposite either side of this day, I got focused on getting rest, even though we're doing anything else. But the one thing I am excited about that's coming up is the fact that because the weather's getting nicer, that means it's going to be we're going to be able to get started scheduling the cemetery vlogs soon.
Yeah, true.
So I'm really excited for those. But that's not what I'm freaking on this week.
What are you freaking thinking about?
Fucking Modern Family is probably one of the greatest TV shows fucking ever.
100%. It's so funny.
I'm upset with myself that I didn't start watching it till recent. And I should have. I love Ed O'Neill. I think he was great at fucking Al Bundy. I loved him in Little Giants in the movie Dutch. Great fucking actor. And realistically, in real life, great fucking guy.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like every time I thought about Modern Family, I was like, I just don't think that's something I'm going to be into. It's just like, it just seems too like almost like family showish. But in reality, if you're a fan of The Office or a fan of Parks and Rec, they're gonna love Modern Family. And the thing was, I never knew that they were related. Like all these families were related to each other at one point or another. I just didn't understand how they all kind of clicked together.
Right.
But yeah, I started watching it. They have 11 seasons. It's all on Peacock, so I started from episode 1, and it dawned on me because I've seen a lot of the little clips from different shows and stuff on like TikTok and Facebook and stuff like that. And these fucking characters and these kids grow up through the fucking episode. So you got Manny who starts the show at like 9, 10 years old, and when the show ends, he's fucking 21, 22.
Dang, that's true.
I mean, so I'm like, this is fucking incredible. So I'm only in season 2 right now. And like I said, I'm loving it. I am binging the fuck out of it. Every free moment I have, I'm watching the fucking show because I wanna. I'm like, okay, I got nearly 200 fucking episodes I gotta get through, and it's gonna suck when it ends. But when it does, I'm gonna watch fucking Married with Children. I don't need a kick, man.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Every week our listeners can catch Cartoon Joe here on this freaking show. But our show doesn't last very long. It's only about an hour, sometimes a little bit over. And I know that's not enough for our listeners out there. I know they're thinking to themselves, I need more Cartoon Joe. Well, Joe, if they need more Cartoon Joe, where can they go?
If you need more Cartoon Joe, you can find me over the Geekcast Live podcast at violentpress.com. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
Excellent. Guys, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we are creating a Discord for Freakin Studios, so keep an eye out for that. Once we get it all set up, figure out what we want to do with it, we will start sending out invites. We'll set up the link and everything on our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Make sure you're following us at This Freakin Show on all 3 platforms to find out where that link's going to be available. Joe's going to have to explain to me exactly what Discord is and how we could use it to get more content out to you guys. I know it's like there's like chat rooms and shit you create. We'll focus on that too. I know Patreon's been a big thing. I know there's going to be one day where we're going to sit down and we're going to have what you call a conference meeting and figure everything out to get This Freakin Show up and running. It's just been really hectic with work right now, but if I can find a day where I have like 2 days off in a row, then me and Joe will have our board meeting. We'll get Patreon set up. We'll get Discord set up. And we'll start getting the content out to you guys so we can make Freakin Studios what we promised you it was going to be a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But until then, make sure you listen to our show when it is released on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, Player FM, or just ask your Alexa app to play the most recent show, this freaking show. That's all I got, guys. So, as always, I am Travesty.
I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another episode of this freaking show. I'm out.